G'day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You're watching Between Two Sticks with me, Dwayne Bennett, and my guest, the man who beat me out for the Phins right wing spot. It's the main man, the Jamayne man, Jamayne Isaako. How you going, brother?
Yeah, good, my man. How are
Good
you?
to see you. Between Two Sticks. Jamayne, I fancied myself as a kicker back in the day, but you know what ended my kicking career?
What's that?
My toenails, they were too long. Every time I kicked the ball, it went straight through the ball. It was very deflating.
Sure.
Yeah, there was a little joke at the end of that. So what makes you such a brilliant kicker, man? Like, is it natural talent or just a lot of late nights and early mornings practicing? And how many hours do you reckon you put into your kicking?
Oh, I wouldn't actually know how many hours I put in during the week, but I don't know. I think a bit of both, actually, to be honest. Bit of natural ability, and then obviously a lot of practice.
You're a pretty good kicker as a kid?
No, the funny thing was I was never a goal kicker growing up. It was until obviously I kind of come over to Australia and played younger grades in rugby league, and sort of just picked it up. Did a few extras on it, and ended up becoming a kicker. And
you need to insure these two pegs, mate. Insure them.
That's it,
because they are winning games. Your goal kicking conversion rate for this year is now almost 90%. That's huge. When the boys are running in for a try, are you the one I keep hearing on TV? Under the post, under the post.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
What you trying to get them to do?
The closer it is to the post, the easier it is to kick. So,
absolutely, it would be for me. For you, I mean, it seems easy. I mean, you make it look easy, but when you're kicking from out far, what are you thinking about?
Obviously, just routine. The practice that you put in through the week, you gain confidence from that, and obviously, when you're going in the games, knowing that you've put in that practice and you've put in the work behind the scenes to nail them, conversions in games. I think that sort of gives me confidence knowing that I've done the practice. So.
What about the opposition's fans screaming at you from the sidelines? How do you block that out?
Oh, it's always kind of hard to block out, the outside noise, people trying to put you off. But no, obviously, like I said before, just routine and sticking to that, following through with the ball and hoping that it goes over.
So who's the backup kicker behind you at the Phins? Like, is there anyone breathing down your neck? Anyone you rate? Kenny told me it's him.
Kenny? Oh, I don't think I've seen Kenny kick a ball before, but there'd be a fair few of them, I reckon, that'll be lining up for second string. Young Isaako is a pretty good goal kicker.
Yeah?
Kicked pretty good for Tonga. Connolly's always got a kicking tee in his hand after training, so I reckon it'll be a tight contest between Izzy and Connolly, yeah.
All right. Well, let's keep an eye out. I mean, if you're sort of saying, yeah, I need a week off, there you go, boys.
Yeah, I'll be between one of them two, yeah.
Yeah. Who hangs around and fetches the ball for you when, practicing kicking, or do you have to go fetch them yourself?
Normally I have to fetch them myself, but Phins, Nathan Phins, been kicking a few balls back for me lately, so I'll probably give him.
Thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
No good.
Love him. Yeah, we've already done this, me and Phins.
Phins, yeah. That's a song, yeah.
That too.
Phins.
2023, all right, massive year for you. All right, let's list it. Joined the mighty Phins. That was a good day.
Yeah.
For everyone, especially you, especially us, actually.
Yeah.
Dalian, top try scorer of the year. You also picked up trophies for being the NRL's leading try scorer and leading point scorer, winning both try scoring and point scoring tallies as a feat not matched since the immortal Mal Meninga achieved 33 years ago. So Mal Meninga only done this 33 years ago.
Yeah.
You're the first one in 33 years. How does that feel? Yeah,
obviously it was felt pretty good. Being able to make history there and be the second player to do it since Mal. But that 2023 year, the inaugural year for the Dolphins too, coming off the back of a pretty tough year the year before, finishing off at the Titans. But I was grateful to obviously be able to be top point scorer and try scorer the very next year. And I suppose I've had some pretty good centres inside me that were able to feed me some early ball and get over the try line a couple of times. So,
well, you put yourself in the right position, man. Yeah. This is what you do, and you do it the best. And also, Artie Beetson's medal as a Dolphin Player of the Year. Also, trophies for Best Back, Most Consistent Player, and Players Player Award, voted by your teammates. It's good to be recognised that by the people you stand next to on the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Being able to get that was probably my favourite award. That year, being voted by your peers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, something that I obviously don't take lightly, and just being able to be a part of this team has been pretty special too. So
I got voted in my football team when I was young, skinniest legs, which was an honour.
Yeah,
because we had a fair few skinny legs in amongst us. They're pretty skinny.
Yeah, nice.
And they're ashy if there's no moisturiser.
Yeah, I'm the same, bro.
Yeah, you ashy as well.
Yeah.
This is what you get. And Sorbeline fixes anything.
That's it, Nivea.
Oh, you're a Nivea boy.
Nivea, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorbeline for me, man.
Sorbeline.
10% glycerol all the way.
I like that.
So all of these awards, all of these accomplishments, what's it mean to you? It's a really impressive year, mate.
Yeah. Oh, obviously, for myself, I don't play the game to obviously, go for them kind of awards. I just, obviously like to be a part of the team to put my best foot forward and do my job, and to come away with those awards that year, especially in the inaugural year, was obviously something very special. Something I'll always remember for the rest of my career. Moving forward.
Well, best foot forward always wins the award, so you should be proud of yourself because we're all proud of you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Who'd you idolise when you were growing up? Which player or sports person? Don't say me.
I was always a Union kid, so growing up in Christchurch, I idolised Dan Carter, Richie McCaw, like all them players who played for the Crusaders in Canterbury.
Big players.
Big players. And so I hardly ever really watched rugby league up until I kind of come over here. But it was always a rugby league player that a lot of Kiwi kids grew up watching and idolising. There was obviously Benji Marshall, and
of course,
going to school and everyone wanted to do Benji Marshall steps and flick the ball exactly like him. I probably idolised him as a rugby league player too.
Pretty skilled player, old Benji.
Yeah.
Now you're a Kiwi, born in Christchurch.
Yeah.
So I've got an important Christchurch question for you. All right. What school did you go to?
I went to two schools, two high schools. Started off at Shirley Boys High School and then finished off at St. Bede's College.
All right. How was that for you? Played sport in those schools?
Yeah, played pretty much every sport at Shirley Boys, and then went mainly to St. Bede's College for rugby. Played first 15 for both schools, and obviously we missed out on my very last year at St. Bede's College in a final spot, but I enjoyed my time at both.
Yeah, nice. So you were now Aranui.
Yeah.
You were an Aranui Eagles junior, okay? And I heard you started out as a 5'8". Any desire to go back to that position, you reckon?
Oh, I mean, if I had to, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on the ball a bit more, but probably a bit slower now these days, so I might just leave that to the younger fellas.
I wouldn't call you slower. Mate, you're pretty quick off the mark. Talking about players, you and Jack Bostock, all right? You know that kid well.
Yeah, the bro, yeah.
Yeah. You scored some amazing diving tries in the corners. Crazy diving tries. Do you guys practice those, like one-handed dives through the air? Like, how do you practice something like that? In the pool, or how do you do it?
I don't even actually know. We don't even practice. We don't practice those dives at all.
Just visual.
This in the heat of the moment.
Isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. Pinning your ears back and get the ball down now. Straight up.
Ears back.
Oh, yeah.
How good is it, mate? I love it. Apart from joining the Phins, what would you rate as your Proudest moment in footy to date?
Proudest moment in footy to date? I'd probably have to say playing for both countries, being able to represent Samoa and obviously New Zealand.
Nice.
Those would probably be my two proudest moments.
All right. Now the real test. Drop kick in front of the posts. You reckon you can do that for me? They say it's the easiest one to do.
Yeah, let's do it.
Straight in front of the post.
Let's get it on.
You ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, warm up for this, yeah? What do you want, right foot or left foot?
I'm a right footer.
You're a right footer.
My left foot
Right.
will make you want to call the hospital.
I'll go with my left foot then.
You're going to go left.
I'll go left foot.
I'm not going to be able to do this. You know that.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
Nearly.
almost got it.
Nearly.
Left foot. Oh, there it is.
Well, that
Draw on that.
is the Phins top point scorer and an equally top bloke, Jamayne Isaako. Thanks for being on Budget Directs Between Two Sticks. Phins up!
See ya. My man.
Come on, guys.
Top, mate.
No.
Left foot.
Left foot.
Can't
Can't believe you.